Welcome to Lit with Ernest, where we dive into the world of literature and explore its significance in our lives. Today, we're going to discuss the Federalist Papers, a foundational work in American history and politics that has had a lasting impact on our understanding of governance, individual rights, and collective responsibility. The Federalist Papers emerged during a pivotal moment in American history when the newly independent colonies were struggling to define their relationship with each other and with the federal government. In 1787, Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, and John Jay came together to write a series of essays that would argue for the ratification of the United States Constitution. These essays, which were published in various newspapers and later compiled into a single volume, are now known as the Federalist Papers. To understand the significance of the Federalist Papers, it's essential to consider the literary traditions that influence their writing. The authors drew on the ideas of Enlightenment thinkers like John Locke and Montesquieu, who emphasized the importance of reason, individual rights, and the separation of powers. They also engaged with the classical Republican tradition, which stressed the need for civic virtue and the common good. By combining these influences, Hamilton, Madison, and Jay created a unique literary work that not only reflected the intellectual currents of their time, but also helped shape American political thought. One of the key themes in the Federalist Papers is the concept of federalism, which refers to the division of power between the federal government and the individual states. In Federalist number 10, Madison famously argued that a large republic would be better equipped to prevent the mischiefs of faction than a small one, as it would allow for greater diversity of interests and opinions. This idea has had a lasting impact on American politics, shaping our understanding of representation, democracy, and the role of government. The Federalist Papers also employ several literary devices that make them distinctive and effective. For example, Hamilton's use of rhetorical questions in Federalist number 1 creates a sense of urgency and importance, drawing the reader into the conversation about the Constitution's ratification. Similarly, Madison's use of metaphor in Federalist number 51, where he compares the system of checks and balances to a machine that regulates itself, helps to illustrate the complex relationships between different branches of government. The cultural impact of the Federalist Papers cannot be overstated. They have influenced generations of politicians, scholars, and writers, shaping American thought on governance, individual rights, and collective responsibility. From Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address to Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech, the Federalist Papers have been a touchstone for American leaders seeking to understand the complexities of democracy. They have also inspired countless works of literature, art, and music, from Herman Melville's Moby Dick to Aaron Copland's Appalachian Spring. As we explore the Federalist Papers in more depth, it becomes clear that they are not just a historical document, but a living, breathing work of literature that continues to speak to us today. They remind us that politics is not just about power and interest, but also about principles and values. They encourage us to think critically about the role of government in society, the importance of individual rights and liberties, and the challenges of building a more perfect union. In conclusion, the Federalist Papers are a rich and complex work of literature that continues to shape American politics, culture, and society. They offer profound insights into human nature, governance, and the challenges of building a more perfect union. As we reflect on their enduring significance, we are reminded that the questions they pose are still relevant today. What does it mean to be a citizen in a democratic society? How do we balance individual rights and liberties with collective responsibility? What is the role of government in promoting justice, stability, and prosperity? Like this episode, if it hit true. Share it if you respect honest talk about books. Subscribe because we'll do this again. This is Ernest, signing off.